Champions League is done. Tonight is Europa League. And Man United, they are still not in action until tomorrow. So Man United fans, don't get confused. It's not European football, but it's a Premier League. Champions League is done. Tonight is Europa League. And Man United, they are still not in action until tomorrow. So Man United fans, don't get confused. It's not European football, but it's a Premier League. You guys have been playing 7-8 days a week. Right now, you are playing Friday. Your next game is going to be the after international break. You guys are not playing for 3 weeks. So relax. Yeah, so let's go to my guy here, Bernardo. What's up?
Everything cool, man.
Everything cool.
Yeah, everything cool.
Have you recovered from the Chelsea?
No, it isn't.
Drum.
It isn't a matter of recovery. This is football.
You're used to it.
No, this is football, and anything can happen. So,
but
it didn't go my way, and
I understand that. But what I mean is the goal margin. Are you not shocked by that?
I'm not shocked.
Oh, so you know your team were capable of doing that?
Not necessarily, but
it's normal.
It is what it is. Whether it's normal or it's not normal. Right now, we faced whatever it is that was supposed to come, and we've seen reality. So there isn't any.
Luis Enrique, shout outs to him. He's got his revenge. He wanted this revenge badly, and then he's got it. And he put Chelsea where they belong to, according to his books, because he gave a verdict that the Club World Cup, where Chelsea beat him or his team, it was because of fatigue. Now they were well prepared for this team, for this game.
One funny thing is that when he lost, he was instigating his players to fight, try to cause commotion at the end of the match. But gracefully,
was he trying to do the Senegal? Was he trying to do the Senegalese tactics?
Maybe he's from Senegal. We should try to.
But Spain. Okay.
We should try to trace his ancestry.
Oh,
because
sure.
Yeah, because you go through with it and no one is fighting you. You won, you know. So next time you should learn to be a good and better loser rather than being a bitter loser.
Yeah.
Because when he lost, the scenes at the end of the match, it wasn't so pleasant.
Yeah.
Coming to Chelsea's home, we could have also decided to toe the same line where after the match we tried to, but it wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary.
And that is maturity. It is a sport. It is a sport. And then it's either you win, you draw, or you lose, right?
Yeah.
And in any of them, you have to learn to accept it. Okay. Today, victory came, and you are all excited about it. I believe he can go on for years talking about how he got his revenge and everything.
Oh, yeah. Even if he doesn't remember, the world will remember him.
Yes. But then when it doesn't go your way,
I get that.
It's not just about the Club World Cup. That is what he's used to doing, especially when he loses matches.
Yeah.
You see his reactions, his demeanor. That is very terrible.
All right, let's go to the Premier League. Premier League is back this weekend. Champions League is done. Tonight, Europa League. We've got Villa in action, Forest in action. Let me see. Manchester United. Nah. Europa League, no. Conference League, no. You know what? UEFA said they are not going to create any competition for you for now. So Premier League Friday, Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. It's Bournemouth who welcomes Manchester United. Going into this game, we know Bournemouth also had 7 days of rest. They are also like Man United. They are not playing any competition. So I expect the energy level to be high. And it's Friday. We know the fiesta of Friday in this country. The weekend starts Friday, right? The weekend starts Friday. And this Friday, let the party begins at Bournemouth. Because on Saturday, Liverpool will be in action to your neighbors. To your neighbors in Brighton. It's a coastal area that we are moving about. So let's start with my guy here with the Manchester United game. How do you see Carrick going into this game, knowing that he's got a chance to get 3 points, get closer before Saturday, Sunday, the rest of the Premier League teams get in action?
Yeah, I think there is a positive energy in his camp now,
Yeah,
and no one is heading into the game with any negative energy or negative mentality, and that is a good thing for him. So
yeah,
I believe that going into this game, he stands a chance of grabbing the points that he's needed. You see, one of the things that people are not considering is the fact that uh, he's been cool since he stepped in.
yeah,
He's not seeking for attention, but
yeah. I mean, his
attention,
playing days, he
yes,
was just
yes,
like that.
yes. And then
He's naturally a calm
right
person.
now, his team attention is rather looking for his team because out of nowhere, he's been able to put the team together. They are getting the results that they needed so long, and everything seems to be moving smoothly for him. So
Sure.
going into this game, he's not pressured because his toughest opposition, who is Aston Villa, he got him battered like resoundly, and so he's all good.
Do you think he's over exceeding the expectation that the fans, the board expected from him when he first arrived?
Now, let's not forget that Manchester United is one of the traditional teams in England, and where they are now
Yeah,
is where they belong.
yeah,
So, if you have followed football for a very long time, this shouldn't be anything surprising.
yeah.
But it's just that they had to step like into the ditch, and now they are being brought out, and so that
As
is the difference. But uh, if you follow football and you want to go
as
by history and all those,
I said that because last season they were
yeah,
16th, was it 17th,
yeah,
and going into this season, probably they had an expectation going to be in maybe top 10, right? And
yeah,
right now they
sure.
are third. Maybe they were expecting to be even fourth or fifth.
Oh, not necessarily.
You understand? So
Ruben Amorim promised them that he was going to make sure that they bounce back. That was what he said to the fans at the end of last season. So the fans were looking forward to this kind of change
yeah,
and rise, but it's just unfortunate that it's not happening under Ruben Amorim. With
yeah.
that said, let's not forget the fact that anything that is happening to Manchester United now, Amorim laid the foundation. It's just that things didn't go well between himself, the team, the board, and
He laid
everyone
the
in there.
foundation, but he couldn't get the best out of
Yeah,
them.
he couldn't get there, but he laid the foundation because I wouldn't say that when Michael Carrick stepped in, United was fully drowning like what we're
Yeah.
seeing with Tottenham now.
Mhm.
Because if it was the same situation, I'm very sure that his situation was going to be like equal to the Spurs,
Yeah.
what they're experiencing right now. Because it's more or less like you go back, you come forward, you go back, and you
Yeah.
try to come back again. He wasn't the best, but he wasn't also the worst. At least he had a direction that he was taking the guys to, and Carrick has been able to revitalize, if I should put it that way, and that is what is happening right now.
Okay, so let's go to the opponent's camp, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah,
Iraola has been one of the, upspringing managers in the Premier League for from last season to this season.
yeah.
He's been doing good, but we know the caliber of Bournemouth, where they are, and their budget. They are limited to resources. He cannot try to force himself or his team to be the top four consistently, but he can try. We saw the start of their start of life in the Premier League this season,
Sure.
where they were rising up high, and then they got crippled with injuries, and
Injuries, yeah.
that was where everything started going down for them. So this game, what is the mentality that you think he will be approaching with this game?
Andoni Iraola is one manager that I admire so much. He's very smart and
Yeah,
uh, he pays attention to details.
sure.
That is one key thing that I've seen about him. Even with player purchases, he has a certain kind of player that he's looking for. And
Yeah.
although Antoine Semenyo was one of the most brilliant stars in his team, ever
Yeah.
since he left, he recruited a man called Ryan
Yeah.
and since that time, he hasn't looked back, and it looks as if they are not missing him
Oh
so
yeah,
much
yeah,
because that guy has been able to, and that is to tell you the caliber of manager that he
he
is.
is.
Going into this game, I'm very sure that he's not going to back out. He's going to go his traditional 4-3-3, where he plays four at the back. He plays three in the middle. He
Yeah,
plays one, or he'll play 4-3-2-1.
yeah,
That is what is going to happen. But with the injury situation, it isn't improving because you have the likes of one of his DMs,
yeah,
Tyler Adams of the United States,
yeah,
still injured. He has Justin Clivert still injured, but he's still not going to back down because I can see that going into the match tomorrow, if my predictions are right, I see him bringing in Krupi.
Krupi. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
the French guy.
yeah, Ellie
Yeah,
Krupi Jr. That guy has been a revelation to his team, and
yeah,
I see him playing him in the number 10 position,
yeah. And
right
then this
behind
guy that they
Evan
got,
Nielsen,
yeah, Evan Nelson, and
and
then the
then
guy they got from Bayer Leverkusen last 2 seasons. So the last season,
is
what's the
it
name?
Adley?
Adley.
Yeah, Adley. Yeah, yeah, he's been a fantastic addition and everything. But yeah, so going into this game, I see Andoni Iraola not backing out. He's going to play his free flowing kind of formation where he tries to attack you and sting you when he gets the chance. So, in as much as we're talking about the fact that Manchester United are well poised going into this game, they are not going to have it easy
Yeah,
because when you pick the top five goalkeepers who have made a lot of saves this season,
yeah.
you can find Bournemouth's
This guy Petrovic. Yeah,
Petrovic there, George Petrovic,
yeah.
former Chelsea goalkeeper. You can find him there.
Is
And
this still your goalkeeper?
no,
Is he
he's
on loan
not.
or
No, no,
he's
no. He's
sold?
been sold outright.
All
So he
right,
was at Strasbourg and he was hoping to come back to Chelsea,
all
but
right,
Chelsea triggered a clause under Enzo Maresca and he was sold.
all
Yeah.
right. Cool.
So yeah, going into this game, I see him not backing out. He's going to do his best to try to counter back. And then don't let us forget that he is playing in his home stadium. So
Yeah,
he has the fans as the number 12
yeah, sure.
for the
I
team.
mean, we'll come back to the prediction when we are wrapping up. We'll
Yeah,
do it and then put it on the video. So Saturday, 12:45, early kickoff. As usual, Liverpool back from European competition. They played at home though against Galatasaray, where yesterday I can say yesterday performance was Liverpool performance of the season that I've seen. If I'm to rank top performances that I've seen, I can't pick five because I don't think we've got enough. I can only pick three. And the three, Galatasaray yesterday was one. Liverpool against Real Madrid in the group stages was another one. And then our game against, was it Newcastle at home? That
yeah,
one will and another one. I can pick five
yeah,
because we haven't got enough. So slots, as I've said, it doesn't matter whether you win, you draw, you lose. I still want you out. I don't want you to be my manager from next season. But I know these stubborn owners are going to stick with you till the end of the season because they have the tendency of not sacking you because they think it's going to be difficult to get a replacement right now, which we know they are not going to replace. If they sack you, they are not going to replace you now until summer. And they think it's going to bring more chaos around the club. So they are trying to calm things. So yesterday, if you look at the performance, you could see that there are moments where team plays and then you see that oh the players they are not playing for the manager. And then there are times you see a game, you say, oh, these players they are up for it. They are fighting for the manager. Yesterday, what I could see was the Liverpool players were fighting for the badge. Yes, Liverpool players on the pitch yesterday were fighting for the badge because of the fans in the stadium last night. And the reason was because the weekend when they got booed against Spurs, it hurt them and they had to put that performance. I can say that personally, that's my opinion. I don't know what you think. Whatever that you think, drop that in the comment section. Annie Slot had zero iota of stamping authority on that team yesterday. Aside, the only thing that he did on that team was picking up Kekes and picking up McAllister in that team. For me, that was the job that he did. If it wasn't him and it was another person picking that team, Kekes won't be in that lineup. McAllister will be dropped and Jones will play that game. Let's leave that aside. Let's go to the Bournemouth game. Brighton at the Seagulls. We are traveling to the Amex. Knowing that European football, when a team comes from Europe, is always different, straight back into Premier League. And mind you, it's an early kickoff. Most early kickoff, they are boring. We must be honest. Because even the fans, they are not fully awake yet. Oh yes, they always half sleeping. Friday nights, party time, they go chill out. And then Saturday, there's a game. The game start what time? 12:45. They have to leave home what time? Some leave home 9 o'clock. Some even leave home 7 o'clock in the morning, especially those who live in London, those who live afar, and they want to travel down to, the game. It's always far. So early kickoffs are always like that. So, take me through what you think from both sides.
Yeah, so let's take it from yesterday.
Yeah.
You were talking about the fact that the players decided to play for the badge and the fans and all of those.
Yeah.
I believe that yesterday, Liverpool went into the game with a mentality. And the mentality was no matter what happens in the game, we are not crashing out of the Champions League.
Very good.
Why? Because we have not been consistent in the EPL.
Yeah.
And then our spot on the top 6 is not guaranteed because we keep going up, we keep coming down. The Champions League is open for the taking for anyone who is serious and is able to put their team together very well. So going into the game, I believe that Liverpool had a mentality, and the mentality was that just as they got bullied by the fans and everyone in the stadium at Istanbul, they are not going to let that repeat itself at Anfield because that would have been a disastrous and horrible end for them, right? And then that is where the booing from the fans come in. That from last week, their performance, this week they had to do something too. And then I wouldn't say that the manager didn't have authority on the team.
And even
I'm
the
saying
Spurs
this,
game,
I'm saying this.
if Spurs were ruthless, they could have won the game. If Spurs were ruthless, they could have won the game. If you look at the game, you could see that Spurs' goal was coming. They kept creating chances.
Yeah.
That is what frustrated the fans because this 2026, Spurs has been the worst team in the Premier League. About 6 or 7 matches from January till this match, they've only got 1 point, and that 1 point was from the defending champions. That is embarrassing.
Yeah. So going into the game once more against Spurs, Spurs had their chances, but they were not able to equalize. So we can only talk about the ifs. We cannot say that this is exactly what happened, that maybe Spurs won at Anfield. No, that didn't happen. But then going into the Galatasaray game, when it was halftime, you guys were up by a goal.
Yeah.
And a few minutes before halftime, you got a penalty. And kind courtesy, Mohamed Salah. The penalty was missed.
Yeah.
And then
did he sky it over or the keeper saved it?
No, the keeper saved it. He wanted to play it through the middle.
Oh, he was going through the middle.
He was going through the middle, and the keeper was late in moving. So he used his leg to kick it away. Even before he played the penalty yesterday, my prophet predicted that he was going to miss it. Mm-hmm. The biggest stone predicted that he was going to miss it. Mm-hmm. And
it's obvious because he's short of confidence.
And that was exactly what I was telling him yesterday, that the normal Mohamed Salah that we know, with all his ebullience and everything, will just go back, run in, and then give you a monstrous strike. But that isn't what happened yesterday. Yeah. So that is to tell you that he lacked confidence in that aspect. The reason why I'm saying that your manager still has an authority over the team is the fact that when he went into the dressing room yesterday, he could have made the missing of the penalty the highlight of whatever happened in the first half.
Yeah.
But then we saw a Liverpool team that went into the dressing room with a missed opportunity to go up, come back, and play as if everything surrounding them depended on it. So perhaps the manager said things that ignited the flame of desire to cause them to yearn to win them. And that is exactly what happened, because yesterday in the second half, no one was standing. Everyone was running around,
So
moving around.
you see what you said. If
Yeah.
you are going back to that game, I can tell you that halftime team talk, you or I or the biggest stone could have made that team talk just 2-3 words, and the players will go and do the job.
No, not necessarily.
It can be.
Not necessarily.
See,
I can
tell
argue
the players,
this
listen,
one out.
tell the players, boys, we missed this penalty. Make sure in this second half, this penalty does not come to hunt us. Go and do your job. That's it.
Not necessarily.
Come on.
Not necessarily, because yesterday when the guys were leaving the pitch,
Yeah.
you could see that their morale was a bit down.
Yeah.
Because they had Galatasaray pushed to the edge and
Peg them back.
they pinned them, and they were not able to move like when they were playing in their stadium. And for them to come back like energized to try to create more chances, there was even a goal that was an offside. Yeah, that should tell you that the team talks and everything went very well. And for me, I will give credit to the manager.
Me, I'm not gonna give him any credit. He doesn't deserve any credit from my bank.
All right. So going into the Brighton game, there is a certain Fabian Hustler who is hustling to get his teams.
Bass.
He's hustling to get his team into the spotlight.
Fabian Hessler hustling.
Yeah, he's hustling to bring his team back into the spotlight. So going into this game, he knows for a fact that for him to be able to make big statements, it would be playing against bigger oppositions. That is where he tries to do that. So he's not going to back off. And we know him also to be one of the youngest managers in the Premier League right now. And he also plays attacking football. Just get his key players out, and I believe that Liverpool can, because there is a certain
Mitoma.
There is Yakuba Minte. And there is the old man, Danny Welbeck. And then
they got Milner and Fabian Gross is back.
And then there is this guy, Rutera or
what's the name? Yeah, I've seen that guy. Is it the guy that got from Leeds or?
He's a very troublesome guy, especially when the ball gets into the 18-yard box and it ricochets back to him. So going into this game, I'm expecting Liverpool to be tactically disciplined, know when to move, know when not to move, because if you give these guys the chance,
they need to be organized.
Yes. If you give these guys the chance, they are going to punish you. And don't forget that you are playing at the American Amex Express Stadium, whatever.
What I'd say is if Liverpool are going to win this game, they have to win this game like how they played the second half last night. Press them. See, I've watched a couple of highlights, right?
Yeah.
And I've realized that this season, Premier League alone, I'm just sticking to Premier League because it's Premier League that we are talking about. We are doing the preview and analysis of it.
Yeah.
About 18 matches that we played, right?
Yeah.
We barely press when we are behind. Or when we are ahead, we barely press. And when a team is not pressing, I learned this from Jurgen Klopp's time. When the attack press, the midfield goes. So whenever you see Sadio Mane and Salah, Bobby Firmino pressing, the next you see is Henderson, Fabinho, or Gini Wijnaldum coming next to you. And then that's where you have Van Dijk and Matip sticking in behind there, and then Robertson and Trent bombarding forward. So it's always like they will always pin you down and then be on your throat and be attacking you frequently. So if you realize under Slot, the goals that we were conceding were mostly counter attacks. And what he did was he later changed his plan. Whenever it's like that, he put Trent or Gini Wijnaldum to be the players to stop that counter attacks, or Fabinho. That is why that time Fabinho was the most yellow carded player under club, right? So coming into the Slot system this season, I've realized that the forward lines doesn't press, and when the forward line doesn't press, it becomes easy to play in the middle. And whenever it's easy to play in the middle, what happens at the back? That is why Liverpool defense is so fragile this season. And mind you, we have not got that typical number 6. Gravenberch, kudos to him. He did a fantastic job last season. But to me, I don't think he's professional number 6 or traditional, sorry for my word. He's not traditional number 6. So when to go out, when not to go, when to sit deep, when to make tackles, when to spot players making run, it becomes difficult for him. If you realize when we play Chelsea at the bridge, what was Caicedo doing? He ran past McAllister because he didn't spot that run. Or whether he spotted, but he was lazy to run after him. Because there was no pressing. The problems this season, aside everything, aside slug tactics, everything, players being out of form, it's all coming from this pressing team. And this is where you get the best out of Mo Salah. When we start pressing, that's where he start running, and then Van Dijk will be pinning those ditches to him.
All right. So, given the chance, I don't see Liverpool present in the match tomorrow because of fatigue. Because yesterday, the guys really, and I don't know how you guys are going to line up, but if he's going to use a similar lineup, then he would have to be tactical with his present. Because he cannot go into the game like a team that has stayed home for like 7 days, 8 days,
playing the Man United league.
having all the strength and energy to press. So he would have to be tactical with his pressing and the style that he's going to defend. Because what I've realized this season, that for some of the goals that you guys have conceded this season, majority of the times your players are out of position.
You see that thing?
And that's
organization.
And that comes back to how your defensive line is organized. You see, going into games, Liverpool is expected to score. That is how natural.
I think this season only 3 games in the Premier League that teams have stopped Liverpool from scoring.
Yeah,
that was Forest. Forest beat us 3-0 at Anfield. He couldn't score a goal. And then I've forgotten the other 2. I think Palace, it was 2-1. Chelsea
2-1.
It was 2-1. I think I forgot the rest.
So the defensive organization, all right. The defenses have not been all that strong. And just as you mentioned, Gravenberch, he's been fantastic. Though he's not a traditional defensive midfielder, but if you ask me, I would say that he's done his best. But
he's done
most of the time he's caught off his position.
That's what I'm saying.
And that is where opposition teams try to utilize. So going into this game, Liverpool would have to be very cautious and tactical, because Brighton, when they get you and they are pinning you, they are pressing the ball, bringing the game to you, you wouldn't have to make basic mistakes. You know? And so going into the game tomorrow, I'm looking at a defensive shape that is going to help in recoveries and a midfield setup that is going to help shuffle between players, covering various roles in order to bring some form of stability to the team.
Sound. The next one, let's go to Goodison Park. That is Chelsea traveling to Goodison Park. Everton hosting them
You
5:30.
said they changed their stadium, right?
Sorry, Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Dickinson
I mean, we are used to the old name. It sounds nice,
Yeah, Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Used to be the Ash.
Next time when I buy a dog, I'll name him Goodison. It's a nice name for my rival club.
Don't let anyone come for your head because you are rivals. As a Chelsea fan, I can say that for free, but you are in
But you said
Merseyside with them.
you said you were going to buy a dog and you named the dog Arsenal because you all the time you want to call Arsenal the word Arsenal, so you buy a dog and you
Oh
name
no, I didn't say Arsenal. I was going to call it Arsenal.
it. Oh,
I didn't say
see.
Arsenal.
I mean, let's go to this game
Yeah.
where Chelsea need to bounce back from 3 defeats in a row. Liam Rosina, the professor, human resource management team, he's been conducting some interviews. He's been, doing some script writing for Hollywood movie. He's a script writer, and he's a philosopher. We call him the professor, El Professor. Let's go to Bernardo and speak to him what he thinks about El Professor chances of stopping his run of losing 3 games in a row, losing to PSG, Newcastle, back to PSG. What is the way forward for Chelsea?
So the way forward for Chelsea is basically simple. When he came into the team, he was given a specific target that no matter what happens in the season, he should try to get into the first 4 so that he is able to play in Europe. If he fails to deliver that, then his chances of staying beyond next season will be microscopic.
I don't think he cares because already once you are associated yourself with Chelsea, your CV is already like that. You are in demand. If he should leave Chelsea or Chelsea should sack him today, I bet you teams like Norwich, Ipswich, Luton Town will go for him.
So this is it. Yeah. This is it. That I saw something on X, right? That you sack someone who understudied Pep Guardiola and you go in for someone who understudied Wayne Rooney. Yeah. So it is what it is. So it isn't about.
Is this necessary? Is this necessary?
They are just dragging us. That's what I'm trying to put across, man.
Man U fans, Arsenal fans, don't sit and watch him go like that.
Oh no.
Descend on him on the comment inside the comment section. Go after him.
Hell no. Don't come after me. No.
Go after him.
Don't come after me. I made that comparison because if you look at,
it makes sense though.
Yeah, if you look at Pep Guardiola, top genius.
To me, he's the best.
Yes, and
sometimes we do have to troll him and then make fun bad.
That is in the lens of management.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola is a god when it comes to that. Yeah. And then there is Wayne Rooney, who had a very successful playing career. But then when it comes to management,
leave Rooney. Let's talk about
let's
Professor.
Let's move on. So you were talking about the fact that he doesn't care that when he leaves, it's not about caring. It's about the kind of name that you're going to leave at a place that you go. Yeah. Now let's pick Oliver Glasner.
Yeah.
When he came to Crystal Palace, he was given a set of players.
Yeah.
Given about a season or 2, he was able to build a team that biggest teams in the Premier League were afraid to play against. Yeah. Why? Because he had his DNA running in them, and then he left his mark on the team.
Yeah.
By leaving his mark, he didn't just give them a style of play. He brought out the best in some of the players that they already had who were not showing forth that much.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he was rewarded with 2 major trophies, playing against 2 of the best EPL teams in the last 8 or 10 years.
Yeah.
That is Oliver Glasner.
Yeah.
So whatever shaky moment he's having in his career right now cannot be counted against him. Yeah. Why? Because when he came in, he used what he had to get result. Now, Liam Rosinya stepping into the shoes of Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
Enzo Maresca came in with a little or no expectation in terms of achievement or trophy,
Yeah.
because as a manager, the only exposure he had had was bringing Leicester City back from the championship. That
Yeah.
was what he had. But leaving Chelsea, he had won the Conference League
Yeah.
and he had won the Club World Cup,
Yeah.
played against some of the toughest teams,
Yeah.
and still got results.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what happened against PSG,
Yeah.
as a Chelsea fan, I can say that I miss Enzo Maresca. Why? Because going into this game, he knew that he had beaten Luis Enrique, and he wasn't going to sit down for him to get such a result against him.
Yeah.
And so, even though he's not there, based on the things that he has done,
Yeah.
we can attribute or make projections that if he were there, this would have happened or that would have happened. But then Maresca, he hasn't achieved what he said, because when he was coming, he said that he was going to play a front foot kind of play style.
Okay.
Players will be running the whole of the 90 minutes, and then in the next, let's say when a match starts and Chelsea is playing, within the 15 minutes of play, the fans will erupt, and then there will be
So
so
Saturday.
so what I'm saying is that he hasn't left that mark yet.
Yeah.
And if he continues this way,
Yeah.
like going down
Mm-hmm.
the steep, no team is rushing to bring him into their team for management. Now, going into the game on
Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah.
he knows that he has everything to lose. Why? Because on Saturday, it is going to be vital, the points that he gets, whether he's getting 3 points, 1 point, or losing it all to Everton. Because now you don't have any uh, guarantee to the Champions League, and that is what you are expected to achieve.
Yeah.
So going into this game, I'm looking at him bringing a lineup that is going to defend, fight for the balls, and then make sure that they get the result at the end of the day. Now, one of our phenomenal defenders who has been a standout for me had an issue just when the match was about ending against PSG, Trevor Chalobah.
Yeah.
And then we already know how shaky.
But there's been a news this week about a mole in your camp, a player or someone within your camp who has been leaking lineups, tactics, whatsoever game plan is to people out there. Does it affect the entire dressing room right now going into this weekend game?
Liam Rosinya is
Or do you think it's an excuse that they are trying to use?
no, not necessarily, but this is how I see it. This is to tell you that he hasn't gained the full trust of the dressing room. Because if you are playing under Antonio Conte, if you are playing under Jose Mourinho, how dare you try to, like, because if you trust what the manager is doing, everything that is said there will just end there, you know. So I think, since it is a rumor, let's just leave it like that. But if it is the truth, then he would have to do something to gain the trust of all the players, so that some of these things are, in as much as it doesn't affect much of the game, it shows the kind of leadership that is going on in the dressing room. And as a manager, if you lose your dressing room, there is no way you can come to the pitch.
After the game on Wednesday, Tuesday, we saw Enzo Fernandez coming out saying he doesn't know the club's direction, they are lost of direction, and if things are going this way, he might want to leave. Do you think he spoke it out of frustration, or is something that is within him that he's very ambitious, that he wants this team to succeed? And if they are not succeeding, he might have to look elsewhere where he can retire at the end of the season or his career and sit down and be watching trophies like here Sports Desk. We've got our trophies, what we have achieved in this world. We've already got our World Cup here. You have not got none. So, I mean,
Yeah.
walk me through that.
For me, as a Chelsea fan, that was a low blow, and that wasn't expected. If you ask me, I will be frank that he hasn't particularly been uh, the brightest light in the room. Yeah,
Yeah.
because all his performances uh, are not equal. Like when it comes to his eagerness to see the team win, and it hasn't been equal. There are some games he shows up. There are other games that he's off,
So
and
he's also to be blamed for,
he is also to
yeah,
be
because if you want a team to succeed, give your best.
sure. And
Yeah.
then to think of the fact that he happens to be, as it stands now, the assistant captain.
Yeah.
I don't think that these were words that he needed to put out there,
Yeah.
because as a captain and as a leader, your words into the media space should be measured. I don't
And
think,
this is the reason why English teams mostly give their captains to their home ground players.
yeah,
And
because
that's being in a case where they are core fans or backbone of the team. They understand what the club demands,
yeah,
what it entails to be a captain of that boyhood
yeah,
club that they
yeah.
support.
So I you know that the English media, all
Yeah.
right, thrive on negative news, like
Yeah.
news, and then the team is going through a phase,
Yeah.
right? The team is going through a phase, and everyone is having their own difficulty.
Yeah.
So even if you are pressured and it is out of frustration, you don't go out there to let words out of your mouth loosely.
Yeah.
You see, you'd have to be measured in. And with that said, if he decides to leave Chelsea
Yeah.
or his agent gets a team for him, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Chelsea is going to miss him that much. I don't
Yeah.
think Chelsea is going to miss him like how we were missing like a certain Diego Costa or a certain Eden Hazard or a certain Druba when they left. You get what I'm trying to say?
But
Yeah,
I know
yeah. He
Saturday
is.
you'll be missing Liam Delap. I
Will be,
think Liam
will be,
Delap.
Liam Delap.
I think we've spoken a lot about Chelsea. Let's go to Everton. David Moyes nearly poured sand in Arsenal's Gary last weekend, where Arsenal's party were set up, and then he went with his umbrellas, with canopy, tried to ruin it with his biggest rainfall. But Arsenal stood tall and came out victorious 2-0. What do you think he will have in his game plan, knowing that Arsenal play different kind of football to Chelsea? Right after playing Arsenal, his next game is Chelsea. And this time he's got advantage playing at home. What do you think he will prepare his team about?
All right. So let's not downplay the fact that this man has done this job for a very long time. So
Yeah.
he knows exactly what he's about. If Chelsea goes in there to play shambolically, they are not getting any results from
Yeah.
Everton, because I believe that having achieved Europe, European trophy with West Ham,
Yeah.
he would like to taste how it feels to play in Europe again,
Yeah.
because he has been there, he has seen it all, so to say. So he knows what goes into getting back on your feet, trying to climb up, and all of those stuff. And looking at Chelsea's team now, our team is not stable.
Yeah.
And then if he's able to organize his team very well, I see Chelsea struggling to pick points. I'm going to be fair, not because I'm in Chelsea. I'm just going to let it be like, because Moyes has really done well since he got back the job at Everton. Some of his players, there are times that they give their all, they go all out,
Yeah.
and then they give like 150% if there's anything like that. So going into this game, I'm looking at him trying to absorb pressures from Chelsea and then trying to pin us. Because if you watch our game against Newcastle,
Yeah.
you realize that all of us were like our team was running around, doing inter-rotational play kind of, and just a through pass, and the
But
game was
what
done.
is wrong with Liam Rusina trying to play
A high line
Cole Palmer
out of position.
out of position? These are some of your problems. And Cole Palmer has been out of form. I can't remember the last time he had a decent Chelsea game. These are all the problems. But when Chelsea lose, it's always about the defense that they attack.
Yeah. I don't know what my coach intends to achieve with that,
Anyway.
But then he's been very tough. He's been very tough. These days, you start watching Chelsea matches, right? Right after about 6 minutes, you see how the game is going, and it's as if you are cutting onions because you start feeling some tears in your eyes.
I mean, we live to see on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll live to
what
see
he's going to
Saturday.
do.
But
let's go.
Chelsea should go well prepared. Else, Everton are going to pull a surprise.
Everton, my rival fans, my rival club. I'm giving you this blue color. You are the original Blues in Merseyside, and you are the original Blues in the Premier League. Please, please, and please, and please, Everton, go and do a job on them.
Oh, this is
and I will buy you toffees. We know you like toffees, so we'll buy you toffees.
Bass, man. But this is perfect for Chelsea, so I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I look cool in blue? No, I need a red cap. I mean, Saturday we'll find out from
most definitely.
Hill Dickinson Stadium. Let's go back to the northwest, northeast, Newcastle, the Tyneside Derby, Newcastle versus Sunderland. This time around, Newcastle playing at home, trying to bounce back from their 7-2 humiliation at the hands of FC Barcelona. Sunderland, on the other hand, they are all playing the league where Man United is playing once a week column. They are just those EastEnders. They have been playing like, that in Cartoons Network, Channel 7. They only play 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So what do you think Sunderland can take from this game? Or Newcastle, it's a big game. If Newcastle wins this game, they increase the gap between them and Sunderland. And Sunderland, I've had a bet for my previous job. I want Sunderland to finish above Newcastle. That is my bet. Graham, be watching. I'm coming after you. Yeah, so take me through.
Yeah, Reggie Lebray started the season very well. Sunderland, they were quite amazing to watch at the beginning of the season. Yeah. But then there is the issue of injuries as the season progresses, and I believe that is what has hit them now, and it will take them some time to be able to come back. But going into this game, Eddie Howe, how can you
pass? Eddie Howe. That's a Chinese lingua.
Yeah. So that
Eddie Howe, ni hao.
Eddie Howe, ni hao.
They say.
Yeah, Eddie Howe, how do you let your team that was all balanced and all in shape and form, playing well against Barcelona, just
with that game, I can't fault him much.
Yeah,
the pedigree between him and Barcelona, the gap. The gap is like from today till December. It's wide.
When they started and the score was even, right? It wasn't about the pedigree.
I know, but that's where the pedigree comes. How you contain yourself to the 90 minutes.
He wasn't able to manage the game very well.
And the game is not won in the first minute. It's won within the 90 minutes.
Just like Chelsea losing in PSG, like Parc de France, right? Immediately the third goal came, it changed everything. And
goals change games, you know.
And that is where they because that penalty wasn't necessary, but at the end of the day. So going into this game, he's looking forward to getting a result against Sunderland, but it will take an effort from his fans to try to put whatever happened midweek behind them, so that they are able to help them sail through Don't let us
I think
forget
yesterday they really missed Bruno Gomares.
Gomares,
Yeah,
yes.
they really missed him.
They really missed
In
him.
both legs, I must say.
Yeah, they really missed him. And so going into this game, just as I aforementioned, he would need to stay composed, calm, know how to manage the game very well, because his guys were doing very well, doing the runs, the necessary runs that they needed to do, and all of those. But it's just unfortunate that he didn't get a result. So going into this game, I'm looking forward to Newcastle playing a very solid midfield,
Yeah.
because Sunderland, knowing that they are going away, they are not going to open up that
Yeah.
much, and they will try to bully their way through
Yeah.
to get the result. So
Yeah.
he would have to play a very solid midfield,
Yeah.
and then at the back too, he should make sure that the guys are
I mean,
composed.
we should be getting close to the time, and then let's go through some of them real quick. That one we'll just do the prediction later when we are doing the prediction.
Yeah.
West Ham will be playing. They will be traveling to the Villa Park to play Aston Villa, who are also seeking their way to be in the top four, where last weekend they slipped at the hands of Man United expenses. And right now, West Ham are traveling there, also fighting for survival in the Premier League. So we are not going to delve into that, but we'll bring you prediction of that. And then the next one is the Tottenham versus Forest. This, for me, is a relegation point, 6-pointer. Anyone that wins this game has a chance of sustaining themselves in the Premier League. Tottenham, on the other hand, their last two games, they've got a miraculous 4 points. 1 point at Anfield and 3 points is no more a point. It's a win because it was a tie. Against Atletico Madrid, they won that game convincingly. Not convincingly, but just to, slightly to calm down tempers with pressure on
Ego to do.
Igor Tudor. Sunday, we've got a final. The what do you call it?
FA Cup.
Carabao Cup
Carabao.
final. Arsenal versus Manchester City. But before we do that preview, let's go into La Liga this weekend. Their club also bouncing from the Premier League, from the Champions League. We've got the biggest one, but we'll talk about Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. This one is not an earthquake. Rayo Cano Vallecano, the earthquake in Barcelona. Barcelona will dispatch them. So we're not going to talk about that. Simulation. The next one, the big one, is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. And the big news this afternoon is that Thibaut Courtois is going to make 6 weeks due to the injury he sustained at the Etihad against Manchester City in the Champions League. So the 6 games that he's going to miss, there are a lot. This game is part of it. He might miss the El Clasico. That's the last 4 games of the season. He might miss that. And then he will definitely miss the Bayern Munich, Real Madrid in the Champions League. Both legs, he's definitely going to miss that one. So, Diego Simeone coming from, Champions League, winning the first leg 5-2, going into the second leg, losing it 3-2, aggregate 7-5. I mean, if he had gone the other way, more goals from Spurs would have dent pressure on him. Because already he's in the cup final. Again, Real Madrid and this game. I mean, just let's have a small conversation about it, and then before we go to the FA Cup.
All right. So going into this game, I believe that the biggest and toughest thing that is going to affect Madrid is the absence of their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because aside him being a very standout performer, he's also a leader who is able to organize the defense so that they don't concede that much.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that before
go on.
Before Xabi Alonso came in, Andre Lunin
was doing the job.
Was also doing the job. But under Xabi Alonso, he played a few minutes, and then these few minutes that he played didn't put out the result that
Yeah.
the result that Madrid was looking forward to. So going into these games in the absence of Courtois, I believe is going to be difficult for them because the keeper doesn't have that the confidence yet. But
Yeah.
hopefully, they're able to get some results against some of the teams that you have mentioned. With that said, uh, a derby is always a derby,
Yeah. Madrid Derby.
and you cannot use the form of a team to predict the outcome in a
When,
derby.
when it comes to Derby, there's no
Yeah,
form.
sure. So going into this game, uh, I'm going to say that if Real Madrid really want to still fight for the title,
Yeah.
then this is where they try to show some pedigree, some class to see off Atletico Madrid. Because of late, what I've realized with Atletico Madrid is that uh, let us play two legs.
Yeah.
They do their best to win at the Wanda Metropolitano,
Yeah.
and then just when they are done with that, they go away to defend. But in this case, I don't believe that is going to be it is going to be a one of something. So Madrid should show up, and then with that said, uh, Atletico Madrid are also going to miss their goalkeeper, Oblak, because he has also had a hip injury.
And
That
let's
is,
not forget the first leg, how Atletico Madrid smashed them. They battered them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a revenge for them or it's going to
It's,
be a repeat?
it's a revenge for them. But then, just as I mentioned, in derbies, you don't use form to make predictions. But
Yeah.
I believe that Abeloa can get something out of Diego Simeone.
Yeah.
Looking at the fact that these days they try to relax at the back, hoping to catch oppositions on the counter, and then, but then it is what it is. It can also turn on its head, and then Atletico Madrid can also get something out of it.
All
So
right. Sound. So Sunday, 4:30 UK time. Lucky enough, the sun is out now. The sun is coming.
summer is coming.
Summer is here now. Arsenal host, no, it's not a host, but well, on the fixture list. That's how we're gonna say it. Arsenal playing Man City at the Wembley Stadium on Sunday 4:30, the Carabao Cup final, and that is the first trophy of the season in England soil. So we know City and Arsenal challenge in this season in the Premier League, and Pep Guardiola lost drop points last weekend against West Ham in the Premier League, lost the Champions League both legs against Real Madrid,
Yeah,
and then going into this game on Sunday, if he lose this, for me, he's lost 3 trophies within 7 days or 8 days. That's how we're gonna say it. Because if he had, I mean, the league is not wrap up, but we can still have a banter around it that the league is gone, right? It's not officially. Arsenal still need 4 wins where City will drop points for them to be crowned as champion. So City, I know that a win on Sunday can rejuvenate their hopes or ambitions that they can even go on and still win this Premier League. Because we've seen it years ago that they've done it, they've got that in them. And then the FA Cup, they're also in a quarterfinal against Liverpool, which will be coming 2 weeks' time. So they'll winning this first trophy will prepare them that we have not had a bad season. We've had a goal. Last season, they were dreadful. They went trophyless. And then this season, I'm sure they are trying to stop that. But let's go to Mikel Arteta's side. Knowing that winning this Premier League and then this Carabao Cup final that they are playing, first trophy of the season, could give them that hope and belief going into the rest of their Premier League games left. Knowing that Champions League, they have not got much to do because of their opponent, which we are not disrespecting them. Sporting Lisbon or Sporting CP, it's not a team on a paper that we can say will kick Arsenal out. But football is football. It's played 90 minutes, and this is 2 ties. That is one tie, 90 minutes, second tie, 90 minutes. That is where we will see who will qualify. But then let's go to the Carabao Cup final. What do you think Arteta could do to mastermind the tactics where we know Pep, when it comes to these moments, the overthinking is always there? I mean, Tuesday night we saw him. For me, I still don't get it. He looked like someone who was coming from PTA meeting, Parents Teachers Association meeting. The way he was done, I mean, but shout out to our camera guy. He's got all his dresses ordered from ASOS, so you can check out for yours. Let's go through.
ASOS would have to pay us for that short advert there. So
Sure. ASOS, contact us, yeah?
yeah. So going into this game, I believe that Mikel Arteta as a manager has evolved. The Mikel Arteta we know from last 2 or 3 seasons is now a different Mikel Arteta now, that he's channeled all his energy into putting a certain mindset into
The
his
players.
players, and
Yeah.
we see them demonstrate his concept and everything on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, the odds, okay, the odds are against Manchester City this time,
Okay.
because you look at Arsenal, they are cruising to victory almost easily through the previous matches that they have played, and then
They've got their all players, all their players are back
and
from
then
injury.
and then there is the dark art that is going on.
Oh,
And
now you call it dark art.
Dark art, yeah.
Okay.
And that one,
Mikel Obi call it cheat.
yeah.
But we just realized that his move from Norway to Chelsea was a cheat. It was a corrupt way of getting into Chelsea. This is why Chelsea is facing that fine.
That one
Let's
is
go
not a subject for
let's
debate
go, yeah.
now. So he has that one to his advantage as well. So going into this game, everything looks in the direction of Arsenal.
Yeah.
Everyone is now going to look at Arsenal to get one against Pep Guardiola. With that said, if Guardiola is going to get a result against Arsenal on Sunday,
Yeah.
you should stop overthinking, be
He
straightforward,
can't.
and be direct with his approach to this game. Stop a lot of corners and throw-ins, set pieces, and he's good to go. Because when it comes to passing the ball around, although Arsenal also play possessive football, they cannot do it better than the man himself, who is well versed in the tiki-taka game.
Yeah. Let's remind ourselves, after Sunday, these two teams will be playing again against each other at the Etihad on 22nd of April. So it's almost like a month after they are facing each other again.
Yes. So going into this game, I believe that the odds are against City, but if City is calm and composed enough, they can be able to get something out of this game. Because remember, after that trophy that Arteta won in his very first season against Chelsea, he hasn't been able to win anything yet.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the team going into this game with a winning DNA, that should be City.
Yeah.
But then this time round, Arteta stands the chance of changing the narrative, and so Man City should just
Mikel Arteta,
go out there with lots of expectations.
my only advice I can give you is that this game, I know it's a final, but just treat it as any other Premier League game. Don't go and overthink things and then twist things to play into your boss's plate. He will chop you. We know him. Yeah, so let's start with the prediction now. It's prediction time. Our cameraman Stone can also give his prediction. We'll be dropping them in the video. So let's start first off with Man United. At the end of the day, at the end of the weekend, when we are doing the review after the weekend, we'll be checking those who got a correct score or correct prediction, and then we'll be giving some prizes, maybe we'll put some KFC bucket on the side, and then we'll be doing the Chafollet inside. So let's go with Man United versus Bournemouth versus Man United. What's your prediction?
A win or draw for Manchester United.
A win or draw.
So
double chance.
Double chance, yeah.
Investors, you hear? Double chance for United.
No double chance.
Okay, United. Stone, will you have a go?
Yeah, so I think double chance for United.
Okay, that's our prophet on the KS Sports desk.
Yeah.
He gives correct score line, correct prediction. He made a prediction yesterday that Barcelona were going to beat Newcastle more than 5 goals, and it really happened. He said Salah was going to miss a penalty, and it happened. I mean, we need to start taking this guy serious. And
Yeah.
I mean, this studio, we need to do it 2 ways. To petition it, use one side for the show,
Consultation.
and then use the other side for consultation and counseling. Octopus Paul. Allah. OPP. So, okay. My prediction here is I'll go double chance for Bournemouth.
Okay.
For them being at home.
That's fine.
Yeah. So let's go to the next game. Liverpool travel to Brighton. What's your prediction?
Double chance for Liverpool as well.
Double chance.
Yeah, double chance.
Okay.
I'm betting Liverpool a double chance.
Okay.
With the performance that I saw yesterday.
No.
That is me. That is me.
That's you.
That
okay.
is me.
Because for me, I've seen it all. I've seen Liverpool went to what they call it, San Siro, put a decent performance, beat Inter Milan, and then drew with Leeds, bro. Sunderland, we struggled them.
So I said,
then after that, we beat Marseille at their own backyard.
So I said it's a win or draw for Liverpool.
Yeah,
so I did not say that Liverpool is winning outrightly.
Okay, Paul, you're gonna have a go.
I'll go in for straight win for Liverpool.
Straight win for Liverpool. Yeah, same. I think I'll go straight win for Liverpool. But my own, I'm going to add some spicy to it. I think Liverpool are going to be 3-1 winners. We can't keep clean sheet if we are winning. But if Liverpool concede first, it's going to be a draw game. So, but my main prediction is Liverpool win. So the next one is Everton
Chelsea
versus Chelsea.
2-1 win for Chelsea.
2-1 win
For Chelsea.
Okay. How about you, Paul Octo?
1-1.
1-1. Okay. I'll go a narrow win for Everton. No bias, no sentiment, no agenda. But I just feel like Everton at home are going to make things difficult for Chelsea. And when Everton get going and they get a goal,
Come on, you Seagulls. Come on, Brighton.
things are going to be difficult for them. So the rest of them, Forest traveling to London Stadium against Spurs. What's your take on that? What's your prediction?
I'm looking at a draw or win for Spurs.
Double chance.
Because Igor Tudor seems to be getting his rhythm and his guys are beginning to play for him. So
okay. So
yeah,
double chance for what do you call it? Spurs.
Yeah.
How about you, bro?
Spurs and
Forest.
or straight win for Forest.
Straight win for Forest. Yeah. Okay. I'll go Spurs win hands down. I'm not going for a draw. Spurs win straight away. Fulham Burnley. I'm going for Fulham win here. I don't know about you.
Win or draw for Fulham. Okay. Because Scott Parker is
Fulham win. Yeah.
Fulham win, yeah.
All right.
So Sunday, one sec. Yeah, so Aston Villa, West Ham.
Aston
Villa Park.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Win or draw for West Ham.
Win or draw. How about you, Paul?
Aston Villa win because it's about time that they won a Premier League game, you know.
Yeah, I know, but they are involved in today's game as well.
And don't let us forget that they are playing
Sunday,
against
right?
Yeah, playing on Sunday.
But don't let us forget that Nuno is also fighting to get out of the race.
Yeah, so
and he was able to get a draw against Manchester City.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't matter. You know, different ball.
no, he is not playing in any of the games going around, like any of the competitions, you know. So I am looking at it from the fact that he's looking forward to surviving relegation, and then he has his players well rested.
Okay.
We're talking about a match going on today for Aston Villa, and they are going to be tired because they would have to put in everything.
So based on that, that's
why I made that prediction. Yeah.
I'm going for West Ham win or draw. I'm giving West Ham double chance here.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I said.
Yeah. Newcastle, Sunderland. Let's go with you, Paul, first.
Yeah, looking at the heavy defeats that Newcastle is coming from the new camp, I think Sunderland will be able to put up a good fight against Newcastle. But then I see A draw.
You see a draw, yeah? How about you?
A slight win
For
Newcastle.
okay. I give Sunderland straight win up here because there's pressure on Newcastle already. That damaging defeat on them is giving Sunderland opportunity to go and rub salt on their wounds, you know. So let's go Sunday, 4:30, Man City versus Arsenal. What's your prediction for the final?
Man City, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Let me play the devil's incarnate.
This one, there's no draw.
Yeah, let me play the devil's incarnate. Man City to win.
Man City to win. Okay. How about you? Okay, I'm going to stick with Arsenal here. I'm going to go Arsenal to win this one. And then the Madrid Derby, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Yeah.
Win or draw for Madrid. Real Madrid. Real Madrid. That's what I'm thinking.
So Real will win in Madrid against Atletico. You get that?
I'll be going Atletico Madrid to win.
I'll be going Atletico Madrid win or draw because I'm sure on Wednesday night, Diego Simeone had it in his mind of that weekend game. That's why he reshuffled many players in that lineup just to knowing that the first leg was already done. They were cooked already, so he was having an eye on that Madrid game. Yeah, so that's a wrap up. Guys, 84 days to see this bad boy in America. 84 days to the World Cup. If you haven't got your football jerseys, your country, you're going to rep your country. If you are from Ghana, try and order your Ghanaian jersey and start waiting. All your flags, get them ready. We, KS Sports Desk, we are ready here to feed you. We'll be here feeding you. We will be in America feeding you. So stay tuned and always come here and watch us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Put up your comments, what you think about this video. In our prediction, what prediction that you've also got, drop them in the comment section. And you might be winning yourself a good prize. We are out.